guys, welcome to Yoga Wednesday. We are live right now, and today we're going to talk about anxiety. And I've got my little friend here. We call him Billy Buckrey, which is goat. And I guess the cat's going to do yoga with me today. Are you going to do yoga with me today? Yes. So cats and actually animals do help you with anxiety, and that is leading us into our topic today. So it's really cold outside, so I thought maybe doing something by the fire would be really nice and cozy for all of us so that we could, stay warmed up with yoga. So anxiety is fear of the future, and a lot of us feel anxious because kids are not at home, or we're older and we're like, what do we do now with our life? Or maybe it's weather outside, or could be even aging parents. It could be illness, it could be, mental health. It could be so many things that cause us anxiety, because in this chaotic world, when everything is so, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this, and you don't have time to talk on the phone or meet with people. It's always texting, and before it was texting long sentences, and now it's like K or you. It's just everything's getting shorter and shorter, and the communication is not there anymore. And that causes a lot of anxiety because we feel that we have no connection with anyone. How many friends can you count on your fingers? Will someone actually come right away? So we worry about so many things. So today's yoga is going to be about anxiety. So if you are somewhere and you cannot, figure out stuff, and you're really anxious or something is going on, the best thing to do is ground yourself. You can stand, or you can sit on a chair. You can stand and you can take a deep breath, and then you can make sure that your feet are grounded. So why don't we start that? So those of you who are willing to stand, go ahead and stand. Those of you who want to sit on the ground can sit on the ground, and those of you who are at a desk can be at a desk. But whatever it is, ground your feet, okay? And I want you to ground your feet, and as you're grounding your feet, just close your eyes, okay? We're gonna do some meditation, okay? Okay, you need to go over here, okay? All right. So I want you to ground your feet, just follow my voice, and I want you to relax. Allow your shoulders to fall, allow your jaw to soften, allow your eyes to feel heavy, and just inhale and exhale. Inhale from your feet all the way up to your head, and exhale all the way from the crown of your head, down your face, down your chest, down your stomach, down your legs, all the way down. And just breathe, and if your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. That's all you have to do. Keep on inhaling and exhaling, allowing the breath to flow. If you feel that you're breathing from the chest, imagine it coming more down to the belly. And maybe as you inhale, belly out, and you exhale, belly in. Sometimes I like to put my hand on my chest or my stomach as I'm feeling grounded. Allowing everything as I exhale to just go down and down and down and down and down until it's out of the ground. And then inhaling so much freshness. Inhale, you bring your belly in, allow the breath to come up to your head. And bring in everything that you want, the joy, the happiness, whatever it is that fills your cup up, bring it in. And then you can exhale through the nose, anything that doesn't serve you, any anxiety, any fears. And you just do that for a little bit. Just let yourself be, let yourself rest. And then slowly you can open your eyes. That's just a short meditation that you can do. Just gotta move that, there we go. If you're alone, that's something short. You can always do that longer, but just if you're on a desk, put your hands on the desk as well, just so you ground yourself. And just feel yourself, like grounding, what I mean by grounding is just feel yourself touching the ground, and that you're just this really big heavy thing, and everything is just coming down out of your body and out. So some things I want to teach you today are some positions in yoga that can help you calm and ground you. So the first one I'm going to teach you is the cat-cow. A lot of you have heard of this, but I don't know if my cat's going to appreciate this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get on your knees and your palms. Okay, you're going to have to move out of the way. Let me do my yoga. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is put your wrist with your shoulder. The shoulder and the wrist should be in line with each other, like this. And your knee and your hip should be in line with each other. Okay. So your wrist and your shoulder and your knee and your hip are in line with each other. And your head should be looking forward and then put it down. And slowly, you will let your belly fall. So your belly will fall and you will inhale up. And you will let your belly fall and you will put your butt out and you will inhale up. And then you will exhale through the nose, arching your back like a cat. Sucking in your stomach, sucking in your ribs. And then you'll inhale, raising your head up, allowing your belly to fall. And then you will exhale through the nose. Through the nose. Your belly will fall. You'll see like a dip in your back. And then once again, inhale. And exhale. Once again, inhale, belly falls, head is up. Exhale like a cat, arching your back as much as you can. Sucking in those ribs, and then coming back into a neutral position. So whenever you feel anxious and you're at home or you want to do something yoga, this is a good pose to do every day. It is going to help you, the spine get warmed up, so the body gets warmed up because the spine goes up and down. It's very good for calming. It's very good for bringing positive energy into your brain as well. And it stretches the back and the torso. And it also opens up the chest when you're trying to breathe. So that is one exercise that you can try to do when you're anxious, or just as an exercise every day, because a lot of times when I get up in the morning, I feel stiff or I just need to move my body. And the cat-cow is something that is really awesome that I like to do. Another, actually this is my favorite position to do, is the child's pose. So the child's pose, what you'll do is you'll turn on your side again, if you have a mat, and you'll take both of your hands and you'll put them straight out. And you'll put your toes together and open your thighs wide, and your forehead will touch the ground. So let me take off my glasses. So you can see, so the forehead will touch the ground. Your legs are out wide. Your big toes are touching each other. And you just put your arms out straight. And your nose will also be touching the ground as well. So that's the position you will take. So you guys stay in that position if you're following along. And I want you to inhale and exhale. And you'll inhale through the nose and you'll exhale through the nose as well. And this is called the resting pose. It's actually child's pose, Balasana, but it is one of my favorite poses because sometimes when I'm watching TV or I'm just in my bedroom, I just love it because it stretches my back, it stretches my thighs, and when I'm there, I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. So stretch your arms out, make sure that you're grounded. Your head on the ground, your palms are flat, and your toes are together, and just spread out your legs as much as you can. And sometimes if it's really hard for you to put down your bottom, when you're stretched out like this, you can always take a pillow and just put it right here, like a pillow or a cushion. Like I've got a pillow or a cushion right here. Like over here, this way or this way. And then when you come down, you'll still have something to come down on. So that's really good. And do that for about 30 seconds or a few minutes. It's whatever you want. And exhale and inhale through the nose, because that is going to get the benefits, and you're just going to breathe so nicely. And it also elongates the spine, like I said, and it's great for the thighs and the hips. And it just reminds us to rest, because a lot of times when I am teaching yoga, I'll be like, okay, now it's time for child's pose. And after doing all the positions, my students love it, because they just go there and I let them go for a few minutes. I have them breathe and they just relax, and then they're ready for part 2 of the yoga session. So that's it for the poses this week, for the anxiety poses. I hope you enjoyed it. And I think maybe every week I will try to add a couple of poses that you can practice at home. So this week, every day, practice the child's pose and practice cat-cow, and post me pictures, ask me questions, and let me know if you're doing it every day, because yoga helps you with focus, it helps you with clarity, it helps you with flexibility, it helps you live longer. And poses like this are so easy, and it doesn't take a long time at all. So I hope you enjoyed today. Please practice the poses and come back and see me. Thank you.